Hello, and welcome to the War in the Pacific, where it is the 17th of February, 1942, in the Wirraway versus Encircled play-by-mail campaign. We've got some minor operations going on today, landing at Cebu in the Philippines, continued offloading operations in India, a moderately important ground combat at Mandalay. Here you're seeing some dot-based cleanup. So cleaning up mines while we're landing. Ah, sub combat. I-165 puts a torpedo into an old S-boat. That will probably send her to the bottom. Yes. You can hear the submarine sinking sound. Carriers are sighted in the Indian Ocean, where they're still covering the offloading of divisions in India. So Stilwell's Chinese and the 1st Burma Division. What's left of both are in Mandalay. Softening up his units at Chang. Striking his units at Mandalay. Zero's firing sap over my advancing troops. Nothing terribly exciting, and what our patrol aircraft are seeing. There's landing a Cebu. Primary purpose here is to continue to limit the number of airfields. He can hide aircraft in the Philippines and the Dutch East Indies. Not a very effective attack at Lingen. Still need to recover at Kunchang. Looks like the Chinese units, Stilwell's Chinese are still there, but the 1st Burma Division
Hello, all
escaped.
you poor GIs and Marines. This is Orphan Anne at Radio Tokyo, bringing you some hot music and another blow to your morale. Today, our High Command announced that the ever victorious forces of the Japanese Empire have captured Mandalay.
There's really very little left of those Chinese divisions. Bombards here, but decides not to attack, which is good. Though he may feel he doesn't need to because the raw IV of that tank regiment isn't enough to establish a beachhead now that he's reinforced that. Fine with me. Let's speed through the end of the turn. See if anything interesting happened in the air. No. And I don't really want to fight my way through this heck. So not a big deal. What I need to do is clear out this road and continue to rotate units in Kungchang. It's probably, a week or so before I can take that and move on to Lanchao. Meanwhile, we'll work to establish a bridgehead over the river eventually here for our drive on Chengtu and Chongqing. Still weeks away the way it's going, but still not bad. In the south, we're maneuvering on Luqiao and Nanning. Once they fall, I will turn and go through this ×2 terrain into Quellen, bypassing the ×3 terrain here. Ready to move on Lasho now. And going to bring in more reinforcements this coming turn to Calcutta, while Cardiff 5 and 2 fast battleships provide heavy cover. Getting preparations for landings at Vavua. Actually, Vavau. Nothing else looked particularly exciting. Let's just check in the Aleutians. Nothing. Quiet theater at the moment. Okay, well, we'll continue to bring in more reinforcements as we drive on Manila and force him back to Clark. Then we'll free up those veteran divisions once Manila falls for uh, phase two operations and bring in some less experienced divisions from the home island and elsewhere in Manchukuo to gain experience fighting the isolated Philippine troops at Clark and then eventually Bataan. That's the overall plan, and look forward to our next chance